Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a boy named Ethan. Ethan was 17 years old, shy, quiet, and unsure about himself. He came from a poor family. His father worked as a mechanic, and his mother stitched clothes to make ends meet. But there was one thing that always haunted Ethan: his lack of confidence. Every time he tried to speak up in school, his voice trembled. Every time he wanted to participate in competitions, he stepped back. He believed he wasn't good enough, and slowly, he started fading into the background. One day, the school announced a public speaking competition. The topic was, "Your dream, your life." Ethan's heart skipped a beat. He had so many dreams inside him. Becoming an entrepreneur, starting his own company, helping his parents live a better life. But then a thought hit him. Who would listen to me? I'm just an ordinary boy. He decided not to participate. But that night, as he sat quietly in his small room, his father came and sat beside him. "Ethan," his father said softly, "do you know what makes a person truly successful?" Ethan shook his head. His father smiled and placed a hand on his shoulder. "Self-confidence, my son. The world believes in you only when you believe in yourself first. If you keep doubting your worth, no one will ever see your true value." Those words struck deep in Ethan's heart. The next morning, something changed inside him. Ethan walked up to his teacher and said, "Sir, I want to participate." The teacher looked surprised, but smiled warmly. "Good choice, Ethan. Believe in yourself, and you'll do great." For the next 2 weeks, Ethan prepared day and night. He practiced in front of the mirror. He recorded his voice, improved his pronunciation, and memorized every line. Every time self-doubt whispered, "You can't do this," he replied, "Yes, I can." Finally, the competition day arrived. The school auditorium was packed with students, teachers, and parents. Ethan stood backstage, his heart pounding. His hands were cold, and for a moment, he thought about running away. Then he remembered his father's words. "The world believes in you when you believe in yourself." He took a deep breath and walked onto the stage. At first, his voice shook. He looked at the crowd. Hundreds of eyes staring at him, waiting for his words. But then, he reminded himself, "I've worked hard for this. I can do this." His voice grew stronger. His words became more powerful. He spoke about dreams, struggles, and how self-confidence can turn an ordinary person into someone extraordinary. By the time he finished, there was silence. And then, the entire hall erupted in applause. Ethan had not just spoken well, he had inspired everyone. Later that day, the principal announced the results. First place goes to Ethan. Tears filled his eyes. He couldn't believe it. For the first time in his life, he felt proud of himself. But more importantly, he learned the most powerful lesson of his life. Confidence is not about being the best. It's about believing you can improve, grow, and achieve. Years later, Ethan became a successful entrepreneur. He built his own company, helped hundreds of people get jobs, and inspired thousands through his speeches. And whenever someone asked him the secret behind his success, he smiled and said, "The moment I believed in myself, the world started believing in me too." Moral of the story: self-confidence is the foundation of success. No matter how talented you are, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. But once you trust your own abilities, nothing is impossible.